Randall Sach. I'm a plastic and reconstructive surgeon with a special interest in hand surgery. I've been in private and public practice for since about the early 1980s, and in the last 20 years or so I've developed quite an interest and passion in glass blowing and glass sculpture in particular. Yes, I've been in private practice since the 1980s as a plastic and reconstructive surgeon. I've particularly developed an interest in hand surgery, and over the years that's become a more dominant part of my practice. I've also been very fortunate to have been involved in a number of societies, committees and other professional groups, and had the opportunity for leadership positions in those, which has been a very rewarding exercise for me. Well, I have developed a lot of interests, and clearly glass blowing and glass art has been the major one. But I think it's important that you do have a lot of interest prior to your retirement, so that you have other things to occupy yourself and to broaden your horizons. So I'm involved in classic cars, I'm involved in swimming and sports, I'm involved in music and part of a band. But glass, I guess, has been a very dominant part of my life for the last 20 years or more. Well, the main influence was a ski holiday I did in Aspen some years ago, and like many of these resorts, it had lots of galleries, and in particular there was a gallery which was just full of modern glass art, and I went back there nearly every day, not only fascinated by the beauty of the art, but I was particularly intrigued as to how they could have made, or the artists could have made, the pieces that they had. And it was shortly after we returned home that my wife found out that there was a beginner's workshop starting in the Jam Factory here where we are now, and signed me up for a wedding anniversary present. And I enjoyed the workshop very much and just kept going. It just sort of started, and we kept developing more and more skills and techniques with various workshops until I'm where I am today. Glass is a very seductive substance to work with, but with my particular interest in anatomical forms and body forms and shapes and contours, I guess I've developed a particular interest in trying to replicate body forms, body parts, hands, heads, feet, torsos, and incorporating different decorating techniques to emphasise the artistic side of some of those forms. Well, I think there are a lot of similarities between the glass blowing and glass sculpting and my work as a plastic surgeon. You have teamwork, you have scientific basis and background, technical skills, learn by repetition. There are a whole lot of things. But I've also been fortunate to make a lot of close friends and acquaintances. I've learned lots of other skills. I've been to some amazing places, and I've seen some amazing people doing their own glass work. So it's been rewarding at many levels. Yeah, well, this is a fairly typical anatomical form, and I do lots of hands. This one was actually commissioned by the Australian Hand Surgery Society as a gift for one of the guests. And I like the skills, the technical skills in trying to make these forms. They take a couple of hours to produce, and there's a lot of extra work after that to get them into final shape. But I think I like trying to replicate the form, get the size and proportions about right, but you will see that it is also slightly abstracted, and I enjoy having abstract forms, and having bold colours, I think, gives the pieces a special interest.